Long ago, legends talked about a champion whose build would shatter mountains. A build that broke apart the strongest juggernauts with a single punch. A build so powerful that comprehending it would shatter the mind. Unfortunately, we lost the build, so we'll have to use this one instead. Mathematically correct Sett. You take damage, you build up grit and do a massive true damage punch. It's very simple and yet strangely effective. Forget all these tank optimizers and on-hit users. Forget having to remember magic resistance for magic. With one simple punch, you can achieve all of the following for your team. In general, Divine Sunder is the best starting item because it works so well with your kit, and since we're going up against Camille Volibear, you're going to go Plated Steel Caps to start. Technically, if you went Gluttonous Boots, you would get more attack damage and more true damage overall, but you can either play mathematically correct Sett for pure damage and giggles, or you can play it to try and actually win by not dying in a fight. So I prefer the latter option.
You swing on the boss?
As you can tell here, Sett's level 1 is kind of weak against Camille, but we do catch up. Given that we also have the Resolve tree instead of the Inspiration tree, it feels quite likely Camille has Brutal or something that's giving her the advantage.
They call me a thug. I call me an entrepreneur.
Mainly though, it's just that Adaptive Defenses is very strong at level 1. So if you're in a difficult matchup as mathematically correct Sett, the best thing to do is just focus on trying to get as much CS as possible, like use your haymaker, use your grab to try and pick up the minions when they're on low health, trade when you can, and don't look for a kill. You don't need a kill to win when you're playing this build, because in late game, if you and your opponent have the same amount of gold, you're probably going to do a lot more damage with true damage if you hit the enemy team than they can possibly do to you.
Just gotta do yourself.
Would not play this against something like a Darius or a similar Juggernaut though, because you really need to shut down those players like Darius when early, and if you're playing Math Sett, you're not really aiming for that. Yeah, I also missed that Camille was missing for over 10 seconds and went to gank mid, which is my bad. Fortunately, we are at the point where we're going to do more damage than her in the trade so we can keep punching. I also want to point out that Camille bought a Caulfield's Warhammer, which I didn't know at the time, but she was trying to build into Serpent's Fang, which means that she's not getting a Sheen item. And if you don't get a Sheen item against someone who uses Sheen items, you're going to lose the trades and get ganked like that. So yeah, I get a couple turret plates here, I can recall now. And Camille finishes the Serpent's Fang. I've got Plated Steel Caps, Spellblade, and a Joram's Fist, which in total is a few hundred more gold than her. But let's be honest, it's a lot more than that, because the reason I'm beating Camille in trades isn't because of my shield, it's because of my Spellblade effects and the damage I can do. You can see right here. I haven't even put out a shield once yet, and I've already won. The Serpent's Fang did make a bit of difference, but compared to going Divine Sunder or Triforce, it was a huge misplay. We don't even have that much shielding on our team. We've got an Alistair support, not a Lulu. Now, you think that because of that we'd be able to win this fight. However, Twitch dies way too quickly, and it's basically a 2v1. If I had my Ignite, I would have gone and finished them off. I just didn't expect Volley to crumble so quickly. But I was reasonably confident they wouldn't be doing Withheld given how low they are. Unfortunately for them, they did choose to do Withheld. You can see this isn't going to work out for them. Focus on the eye. Teemo wasn't focusing on the eye. I did. I get the Herald. 2 damage to kill Volibear. And we just barely killed Teemo. Of course, Ziggs did die. Now, it's 7:30, which means that the turret plates drop, and that's a shame because we would have gone about 600 gold from Withheld. But the best strategy to do right now is drop it mid, because 1, the mid turret is really important for map control in the late game. 2, it's the one with the most health right now. And 3, if it does a lot of damage to it, Ziggs can walk up and throw a satchel charge on it and execute it. We go back to lane here, kill Camille again. Wait, no. No, we just beat her up really badly. When you have a huge AD advantage through gold, you just really need to push that advantage when you're in the Baron lane. Or else, you know, they might take a couple of towers, take some turret plates if they're still around, and catch up to you. It can happen really quickly, especially if you need to go heavy team. So here, because we're 2 levels up on Volibear, we can take the fight, and with Divine Sandra, we just shred him, kill him. We could also take Camille, but Teemo just respawned and I have no clue where he is, so I'm gonna run away. Turns out it was the right thing to do. And Ocean Dragon. When you want to take dragons when they're already on the Dragon MCS, aim, try and ult their jungler, get into the thick of it and aim your haymaker at them. That haymaker would have killed Volibear if he didn't throw the shield up, but luckily we managed to still get the dragon. You can see Divine Sandra really makes a lot of work here. Even though your main gimmick of this kit is the true damage, you shouldn't forget that Sett's a very powerful fighter. So at least 9 seconds pass and then this happens. Fortunately for us, Teemo is the only one on the team who's doing well right now, so with him out of the equation, it's a lot better for the rest of us. Alistair is on a killing spree, which should tell you pretty much how this game's going. Here I have no excuse for the fact that I completely forgot my ult existed. But here, I remember it, land in the middle of the fight, and here's one more trick from MCS, Flash W. If they just had more damage, I would have killed them. It's a bit suffering for success. But here I misplayed really badly, even though we did get the turret, I think that was worth it. I do also die when most of our team is dead, and that costs us the dragon afterwards. Luckily we're pretty fed enough that we can handle it, and we just go here. So, in this situation, it's 1 minute to Elder, we have map control, we've got 2 inhibitors and we're pushing a 3rd. We really should have just backed off here, but Jinx gets 2-shot by Teemo, and you can see that first strike damage is kind of crazy. Even then our Twitch dies, then our Alistair has to fight off everyone, then our Alistair gets separated from us, then Ziggs decides not to run away and sort of just get too close. Volibear jumps in, our whole team is dying, Alistair dies, Ziggs is gonna die, and with 3 seconds to Baron, they're definitely gonna go for that one. In this situation, do you give up? No. What you have to do is kill Volibear. That's pretty much the only thing you can do in this situation. You need to ult in there, grab Volibear, grab everyone, get a haymaker strong enough that you can one-shot Volibear and one-shot the objective, because right now max haymaker does about 1600 damage. Camille notices me, jumps me, flash, haymaker, kill Volibear, and then Jinx then proceeded to die with both Baron and Elder.